Okay, okay. Walk in and sit down, huh? Oh, okay.
Okay.
We were asked if we would consider one more candidate. Because we were at the end, it was a little bit unusual to do it that way, and we said, of course. So Rachel sort of flew in over, under, around the radar at the very last minute, and she was so clearly the best candidate that it was easy to make a decision about who the next head of school is going to be at that point.
We were so excited when she accepted the position as our first female head of school.
She had a warm personality. She had experience in education, and she seemed to stand up for what she believed in.
From the very time she walked in that door to take that position, I knew that she was a master and that she knew exactly what to do and how to do it. And if not, she would learn how to do it and would listen to other people.
She could talk academics, she could talk athletics, she could talk the arts. She kind of had it all from a full school perspective.
She is tireless. She is perceptive. She is both a good communicator and a good listener, and everything she does is for the best interest of Spartanburg Day School.
I love that she is open to ideas and risk-taking and concerns, so she's always willing to talk. You would think that it would be hard for her to squeeze in time for a faculty member, but she always makes time to talk to anyone when they have a concern or an idea.
And she just always seemed to know the right things to say and the right things to do, whether it was an easy time or a bad time. And I think that wisdom is rare, and I think that's what she displays to me all the time. One of the things I noticed is she was always there, whether it was an art event, whether it was an athletic event, or just a school day, she was around. And that is comforting when a leader is present, because you don't lead from the back, you lead from the front, and Rachel was always there.
Mrs. Deems always went out of her way to get to know each of us personally. So when she saw me, I wasn't just another student. She would greet me by my first name, and you would see her in the hallway. You'd see her interact with you. You'd see her interact with the lower school. You'd see her interact with the middle school. And so it was just an everyday thing. It wasn't out of the ordinary, which was special because not everyone gets that privilege throughout their years at school.
We often tell a lot of jokes at carpool, and it's really funny, and she's a really good head of school. One of the jokes I've shared with Mrs. Deems is, did you hear that they don't make French fries in France anymore? They make them in Greece.
I find Rachel to be the head cheerleader, from athletics to academics to arts, the business of it, the dining services, maintenance and beautification. I think that she's extremely appreciative and respectful of the jobs that we all do here.
One of her greatest accomplishments are probably things that I don't know about, because she seems to do things in the background and not seek credit. But I will say that I was really impressed with the branding change of the day school. It's hard to rebrand and maintain the heritage, and she did that extremely well.
I think one of her greatest accomplishments was in the area of the endowment. She led the team, many people, and generous people, to get us last year to $38 million.
I think one of her big contributions that she began to explore how we could strengthen the lower school. And she was really instrumental in pushing for us to get those younger Griffins on campus. And so now we have a preschool, and that is thriving.
It became a much more accepted, accessible place for kids. And I credit Rachel with that.
This school is stronger financially than it has been in the past. It has more students because of the leadership skills of Rachel Deems and others. And I think it's on the cusp of being even more critical to the health and welfare of the children of this community and the families of this community. And to that end, I think we owe her a great deal of credit and a lot of thanks.
There are so many other things that she did, but her love for this school and for the people that are in it and the community, the family of Spartanburg Day School, I think it's her legacy because she loved it and did the very best she could do. She led the way, and she did it beautifully.
Rachel has not only been a great leader, I think, for this school and done tremendous things under some difficult circumstances, but she's been a real interested and interesting participant in the community. I think of her leadership, for example, with the Symphony, the Music Foundation, very important part of our community.
She wasn't afraid to dig in and do for others. And she did it quietly, and so many things that no one would know that she did. But it was just a part of who she is.
Thank you for giving me such a good time at SDS.
I would just like to thank Rachel for the great position that she's leaving us in. I think the school's thriving in every way, and I hope that she feels like she can take at least part of the credit for that. And we'll miss her, but we send her away with gratitude for all that she's done for us.
Rachel, I will speak on behalf of my children, all of whom passed through the day school. I'm going to cry too. All of whom passed through these doors while you were here. All of them are better people because of you. And I'm very grateful for your leadership while you were here, very grateful for the years that you spent here, and very grateful for your friendship in years to come.
I hope I can always be to her what she is to me. I hope I have made a friend for life.
Rachel, as part of our head of school search many years ago, you provided a very eloquent educational philosophy that really stuck with me. I'd like to read one part of that educational statement. As a head of school, I am always mindful that one day, in small or large measure, I will remain part of the lives of those students who attended our school and a part of the lives of colleagues, parents, alumni, and supporters. Rachel, I want to assure you that your tenure here at SDS has fulfilled that. You are very much part of our lives. You'll forever be a Griffin.